imagine this: you finally get placed, and instead of feeling relieved, you become even more confused. One company is offering a huge salary, but you're not very excited about the role. Another company has an amazing brand name, but the pay feels low. And then there's a role you genuinely like, but you're not sure how good the company really is. And suddenly, everyone around you has a different opinion on what you should prioritize. And that is exactly the purpose of today's video, to help you make a more informed placement decision. Welcome to MBA Leaks, where we help students and aspirants make smarter decisions about placements, careers, CV, and campus opportunities. Over the last few months, we received a lot of questions from students asking, should I accept my PPO? Is this salary actually good enough? Should I prioritize role over company brand? And we completely understand where this confusion comes from, because we have faced the same situation ourselves during placements. So, in today's video, we'll discuss a simple framework that can help you evaluate your placement offer in a much more structured and practical way. We believe every placement offer should be evaluated using three major pillars: company, role, and salary. If you can properly balance these three things, your decision making becomes much easier. Let's start with the first pillar, the company. When evaluating a company, don't just think whether you've heard the name before. Ask yourself, how prominent is this company in its industry? Will recruiters and talent teams at other organizations recognize this brand later in your career? Brand credibility matters, especially early in your career. Some companies are already established enough that they don't need much evaluation. Most students already know the reputation of Deloitte in consulting or Bajaj Auto in the automobile sector. The real question is, how do you evaluate a company that is not very well known? For this, you should check on LinkedIn these four parameters: number of employees, years in operation, headcount growth over time, average employee tenure. These metrics give a good indication of the company's scale and stability. If headcount has consistently increased over the years, it usually indicates growth. If average tenure is healthy, it can indicate better culture, stability, and retention. If attrition appears unusually high, it can be a red flag. Also, check the leadership team and recent hiring activity. A company does not need to be famous to be a strong opportunity. Many niche firms and growing startups offer excellent learning and career growth. The objective is simple: will this company strengthen your profile and create better opportunities in the future? Now, let's move to the second pillar, the role. This is where many students make mistakes during placements. They evaluate the company, they evaluate the salary, but they don't properly evaluate the actual work they'll be doing. Ask yourself, what skills will this role help me build? What does day to day work look like? And most importantly, does this role align with the kind of career I want? Because titles alone can be misleading. Two roles in the same company can lead to completely different career trajectories. A role in analytics, product, finance, operations, consulting, sales, or supply chain will each build very different skill sets. So don't evaluate the role based only on the title. Read the JD carefully. Talk to seniors who interned or worked in similar roles. Understand the following 6 points properly: type of work, learning opportunities, ownership, team structure, growth path, exit opportunities. Always remember that a high paying role with repetitive work and weak learning may not help long term. At the same time, a role with strong learning, ownership, and exposure can create much stronger future opportunities even if the initial salary is lower. The question is simple: will this role move you closer to the career you actually want? Now let's come to the third pillar, salary. This is usually the first thing students look at during placements. And to be honest, salary does matter. But the mistake many students make is evaluating offers only through the CTC number. A high CTC does not always mean high in hand salary. You guys can check out our channel. We've already made detailed videos explaining this. So, before comparing offers, understand the compensation structure properly, because two offers with similar CTCs can result in very different take home compensation. Also, evaluate salary in context. Take into account factors like cost of living, work life balance, financial responsibilities. A slightly higher package may not always translate into a better lifestyle or better long term growth. At the same time, don't ignore compensation completely. If financial stability is important for your situation, the goal is balance. Your career is not a short sprint, it's a long marathon. The objective is simple: Is this salary justified for the value this role and company can add to your career? So the conclusion is simple. What we suggest is you do not need all three pillars to be perfect. If at least two out of these three, company, role, and salary, work in your favor, the offer is worth taking. For example, strong company plus strong role can outweigh average compensation. Strong salary plus strong company can still be a good decision even if the role is not ideal initially, because strong brands carry long term career value. Strong role plus strong salary can compensate for a lesser known brand if the learning opportunity is strong. No placement offer is perfect. The objective is to choose the option that gives you the strongest long term career trajectory. If this video helped you, share it with someone currently confused about placements. And let us know in the comments what topics you want us to cover next on MBA Leaks. Please like, share, and subscribe to our channel, and we will keep bringing such videos to you all. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.